Good guy. Alright. So we're just gonna do a quick round of warm-ups before his dad gets here, just so that way we'll be able to see the difference in his excitement level as well as his obedience between different handlers. There shouldn't usually be too much of a difference, but it's always good to check out before and after. And also with his composure and excitement level, he's going to definitely be elevated as soon as he sees his dad. So before we get started, we grab... Hold on, man. Okay. Got his e-collar on, although most of the exercise can pretty much be done without it. There'll be some instances where you'll want to use it when he is either really distracted or excited to kind of help him to refocus. But even after that, he should be pretty good. All right, come on, bud. Up, up. Good boy. All the way up. Good. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Come. Good boy. He started getting a little antsy there. Heel. The leash is unlocked and everything. Just gonna do a semicircle around. I have the cone spaced out, so it should be a pretty tight heel. Good boy. And back through. Boy. It anticipates when I get to the first set usually for the break, so that's why we didn't really concentrate too much on distance day. Good boy. All right, free. Oh, I got a little pup up there. How be cute. So we'll see if he'll use this little guy as a distraction. He's already interested. Good boy, good job. I have the collar ready in case we need to get his attention back. Oh, good boy. Alright. Little pups over there. Good boy. So it'll be difficult too if the other dog starts barking. What we're going to do is place him back into the heel. Start walking this way. So we're going to try to walk, boy, we're going to try to walk right by the other dog. See how he does, if he needs redirecting. So he starts to get excited. Begal. Good boy. Good job. Yes. Can't see the other, there we go. Good boy. Good job. Now, especially since he's very focused on the other pup, when we start walking, we'll definitely reinforce the heel or here command. There you go. Good boy. Good. Oh, good job. So you chose to hang out and keep coming with me as opposed to the other pup. Good boy. Good. Hi. Good job. All right. Good boy. Keep coming. Good. Okay. Up, up. Good job, big guy. All right. We're going to go back to free. go on the left side, gonna let him use his nose, see if he can get some distance, and then we're just gonna practice the recall into the here with his with the collar. Got some pups barking over there, so hopefully that'll be distracting for him. And then we have also letting him start to use his nose. He's free, so whenever he does want to start kind of getting distance, it's going to be perfectly fine. I've also got him on the right. He can usually stay in his here on the left, but he's pretty good when he gets into that heel mode, right? But let's see if we can get him to break from it. It's still difficult for him to turn it on and off, or I guess turn it off. He's really good at turning it on, but not as good about turning it off until I get him into like some grass and some distractions. Go ahead, bud. Free. Okay, free. All right, now we'll just kind of let him walk around for a bit. Door control, for so long as we get him to focus on us before and during when we open the door, and then place him into a here after we walk through. He's really good with. And then as far as like leave it and not jumping, it's the same thing. It's just his excitement based. Haven't used the collar to correct, so that's something that we're gonna go over with Dad, right? Because he's been able to listen to leave it when it comes to like food and hopping up on the counter just by request, right? But this, in case he's more used to doing it at home, or if it's a higher value thing in the kitchen or something like that, practicing with the collar on and using either the tone or the vibration as a repercussion as soon as he jumps up, or if he gets too close to the counters, will be a really good pre-deterrent for him. Because I just haven't needed it, so we just trying to positively reinforce that command of down or off. She's really good at listening to anyways, but just being preemptive in those situations, like when he starts to approach a counter, right, recalling him back in. So he's not really disconnecting for a recall practice right now, which is fine. Maybe when he gets more excited when his dad arrives, we'll try to go over it with him, but he's been pretty good about it. He was always really good at kind of sticking close by. I think the biggest hurdle was just if he got distracted with his nose, you know, his name just not being strong enough to pull him away. And that we definitely developed, but it's still not as startling or as impactful as the remote, right? So I would recommend, if he was in a new area or definitely like further away or with even more extreme distractions, to have the collar with him, but to still practice with his name too, so that way you can continue strengthening that. He's just been stuck on the here by himself here. Good boy. Yes, I see you. Good job. All right. We'll go ahead and save the rest of this footage for when his dad gets here. I have a feeling we'll get to practice the down and the off, at least with his excitement level skyrocketing. Good boy. Huh?
Can I hold it?
I don't know. He's pretty heavy.
If he's heavy, then
Good boy. Down. Good boy.
a little heavy. What's his name?
This is Begal. Good
Begal?
boy. Good down.
If you call his name, does he answer?
Yeah.
Begal?
Good job, big guy. There you go.
He has a lot of fur.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Do you have your treat pouch and everything with you? Okay, that's fine. We'll try to practice it without. So when he comes up to you, ask him to sit before he jumps. Good boy. And then as soon as he kind of settles down, good. Try to give him some attention.
Sit.
Good. Now give him attention.
Good boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of figure. I'm not going to correct it right now, but what I would usually do to help transition is go get him down even lower when you're getting him to pet, and then he'll actually like go down, right? So almost like you're into a settle, right? So go ahead. There you go.
Sit.
Now, there you go. Now give him the attention. So kind of see how, almost, dang. Begal.
Sit.
Settle. Yes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Good boy. Now you try.
Sit. Settle.
There you go. Now give him attention. There we go. Almost. But that way, when he's excited and on the ground, he's not as likely at all to pop up. He's still doing pretty good. Like I said, I was gonna see if we needed the remote, but I also didn't want to ruin the moment of the reunion for him. He's actually showing really good self-control, right, for what it is.
Yeah.
So then again, as soon as he pops up, yes, good boy.
Settle.
Good. Here you go. And there you go.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And just to show you what it looks like again, when we correct him with even just the tone, go ahead and get him a little hyped up and excited to come into you. And if he pops up, we'll correct with just that. Good boy, there you go, right? So as soon as his front paws leave the ground, right, or as he's approaching someone and you think he's too excited, it's always better to do it early, right, than too late. Because if you do it early, it helps to interrupt that excitement and that flow of thought. And then what you do from there is just give him that command, give him that down or that settle.
Yeah.
And we're just going over it with the little one too, just being able to to teach him to control it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Seen a lot of improvement over the 2 weeks, so
he's been doing great. Like I said, luckily with your device, we just use the tone. So I would start off with that, and then if you're having more problems, let me know first, and we'll have a session together before escalating to harsher punishments or corrections, I guess. Good boy. But it's been the same way with this as well as with Leave It, right? So putting things up on a counter as soon as he approaches, asking him to leave it. Haven't actually needed this too, because he'll listen and come back for a reward. And then door control is the same way. You have to kind of, as you're approaching the door, you get him to sit and wait first. I give him a treat, and then I give him a second one to focus on. As he's focused on that, I open the door. If he's still focused on me, and I say, good boy, good wait. And then I step through the door, and then I call him into the here/heel position. And then his door control is really good there. But you have to kind of micromanage that one still, because if you just go to the door and he's all excited, he'll zoom out first. Good boy.
That's a good set. Yeah. Yeah, you're improving. You are. Yeah.
All right. Come on, big guy.
This way. Let's go.
I have him on this so we could practice recall, like if he starts running after the kids and getting too excited. But he's actually been really, really good at sticking to the tight heel.
Yeah.
Here, I'll actually give you this, and we'll refill a little bit at the car. Just finish the sessions with the other pups. So.
Yeah.
You might have to
I
lose
packed
it.
on a couple pounds. There,
You know, that's understandable. Going on vacation. There you go. Good job.
Yo, what's good, Michael? Good boy.
And we're at that threshold point now where he should be able to, once you start it, maintain that heel composure, and then every now and then I would continue engagement and or give him a reward. But he should be good to follow with his periphery, like if you turn suddenly.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, and that's what I usually also treat him to, is when I make sudden stops or turns, to really reward him for maintaining focus. Right? There you go.
Good boy.
So you got enough practice to the point where like we don't need a leash or this. They're both just things to help, right?
Good boy, Begal. Good boy. Thank you. Good boy.
We'll get him to the grass here so that way you can practice his root call too.
Okay.
Hopefully he gets distracted. He didn't earlier, so it might just be when we go to like the shopping center or a new park or something really exciting. Did you get a chance to watch the trail video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched. I thought there was like 2 trail videos, but yeah, I watched the trail video.
It's like I think it was the government island one.
Yeah.
When we first got out, he was kind of really all over the place and really excited, and then we had to kind of reel him back in, and then after that he was okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of anticipate that for like new environments for him, you know, just a small period of him being a little bit overly excited and wanting to explore and check things out, you know, giving him that opportunity and then kind of tightening up the strings again. So I'll let you stay here, and then we'll let him wander off. And then whenever you want, you can try to recall him. We got a lot of noise in the background too, but we should be okay.
Begal.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy, Begal. Good boy.
Now we'll have you do it with the remote. So this is the beep button, and this is what you'll want to practice when you're back at home with him to get him conditioned to your gear. Is once he's distracted, have some treats with you, and when you use the beep, if he doesn't automatically hear recall, then help him out with the command and the guidance. But it should be to that point where when he just hears the beep, he just automatically returns.
Okay. Yeah. We're already here, so we can't even do anything.
Yeah, we'll kind of walk around a little bit more. Well, I don't know what's there, but there's definitely something. Here we go.
Rabbit.
Oh, speaking of that, so when you do go to someone else's place for the first time, highly recommend taking him out for a long walk, actually watching to see when he tries to mark something and it's pretty empty, and then letting him go to a new place, and either having the collar on or his leash. And so like if he starts going to like a sofa corner was his go-to, or another, definitely corner areas, you know, correcting him. And he was actually really good after a couple corrections, and then he's okay. So especially in new environments, I think he just kind of resets to, oh, let me explore and mark, right? He doesn't really make that differential between like indoors and outdoors like Calvin, the older pup that also marks, but you know, that might come with experience as well as, you know, just the consistency of that action in new places, to let them know, hey, we're going inside now, you know, you already got the key, you can't do it in here. And it's understandable if he hasn't gotten much practice with that too, right? But luckily that only went by for maybe like the first 2 to 4 days or so, and then the last week it's been perfectly fine. A big part of it too is just the fact that he just really likes marking, right? That's just his thing. Good boy. Let's see if we can get him distracted again.
Go explore.
He hasn't really gotten the concept of free. There we go. There's that thing again. All right.
There's already.
Yep, there you go.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good. And then back into the here. Good job. But you can see we had to take some time and actually take a step back because he was so sensitive to it.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't want to kill that sensitivity because it's a good thing. It means we don't have to use those other functions because he's so sensitive to this. But that's where it's going to really be up on your shoulders now to use it responsibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy. You're a good boy.
Here's a little obstacle course that we can do.
Okay.
It's not much of one, and you can, really kind of walk him like this without a leash and everything anyways, since we haven't really used this very much, but it'll give us like a more controlled thing. What I'll do is I'll place him on there, I'll have him stay, and then I'll recall him into a heel position, walk around, and then walk back, and then place him again. So just really his basic morning warm-ups.
Yeah.
We'll do this a couple times, we'll play around with it.
Begal, here. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy.
He smells the other pups and treats that were on there earlier. He was on there earlier too.
Good boy, Begal.
Good job.
Begal, here.
Good. So that's something you'll be wanting to look for is when he gets distracted, right, and starts to stray, just resetting him into that here, and then keep walking, and then giving him the treat.
Good boy. Good boy. Here. Here.
Very good.
Boy.
Yeah, and we'll do that kind of practice. I'll set up something similar to places that are like parks, the shopping center. The shopping center, instead of these, I just use like the pillars and walk around.
Yeah.
But he actually did really good earlier today too because there was a dog and we were able to still keep him to refocus. The main difficulty that'll come with dogs is like how excited they are. So if they start barking and stuff to pulling them, that's when you'll probably need the help of the remote to get them back in, or the leash.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can maintain his focus, sometimes he'll actually do it automatically for you. You might need to help him. Then he's a lot less likely to start barking and running over to the dog to interact and stuff.
Okay.
Like I said, with that one, it's probably about like a 90% of the way there. That last 10% really depends on how the other dog is behaving. So if it's like just a calm dog that's also healing, you're not gonna have a problem. But if it's a dog that's like barking and pulling towards him, yeah, he's gonna wanna go too.
So in that case, I need to probably be ready to just command them or call it at that point.
Like I said, the earlier that you do it, like the sooner you guys both see the dog and you notice that he notices, the easier it'll be to maintain focus if you start redirecting early. Good boy. Do you have any questions on that? A lot of it hopefully should be practiced enough that it should just be natural for him now. Yeah.
He's very chill right now.
He's had a long day. We took it easy on him for the last day, let him kind of run around and play with his friends a little bit and just do like the warm-up drills. But I think he's gonna probably be ready for not boot camp life for a while.
Yeah, ready for some naps.
Yeah, good boy.